Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and of course for some of you it's still good morning, depending where you are watching us from. I welcome everybody on the first day of the European Youth Olympic Festival here in Tbilisi, Georgia. And I'm just going to take you through quickly what we should expect on day one. We're going to have 4 weight categories, spread into 2 tatamis, 2 mats is what we're using. So it will be for the girls is the under 40, under 44 kilogram category, and for the boys is the under 50 and under 55 kilogram category. Let's just quickly go through each of them. In the under 40 kilogram category, it's quite a low entry, but it doesn't mean that it's not strong enough. So we have 6 judokas in the under 40 kilogram category, with number 1 seeded being Vasiliki Kori of Cyprus, and she won a bronze medal in Sofia a couple of weeks ago at the Cadet European Championships. And number 2 seeded position is Ariana Galliana from Italy, and she claimed a gold medal earlier on this year from a European Cup in Italy. So that's probably the 2 strongest one in this weight category, but of course we'll see who is going to come out on top. So the under 44 kilogram category, we have number 1 seeded as Laura Martinez Abelenda. She got quite a few medals on her board. She won 3 gold medals throughout the Cadet European Cups earlier on this year. And she also stepped into the junior category where she won 1 silver medal in La Corne. That was also a European Cup. And that's for the girls. That's number 2 seeded. We have the British player here in the under 44 kilogram category. That's Olivia Picota. And she also won a silver medal in the junior category in Cumbria in Portugal. And she won the Poland European Cup, the cadet, earlier on this year. So she's competing at both cadets and juniors. That's pretty much it from the under 44 kilogram category. Looking at the boys quickly before we start, there's the under 50 kilogram category where we have Biagio D'Angelo of Italy, who won the bronze medal in Sofia at the European Championships for cadets a couple of weeks ago. And the other half of the draw as number 2 seeded, it's also the second bronze medalist from Sofia, that's Vlad Luncan of Romania. So the 2 bronze medalists will have the opportunity to battle into the final. Let's see who we got in the under 55 kilogram category. Number 1 seeded Luca Carlino of Italy, who has 2 gold medals, one from Polinicia and the other one is Cumbria. That's the Cadet European Cup. And he also got bronze medal in Sofia a few weeks ago for the Cadet Europeans. Number 2 seed is Tomer Golomb of Israel, who finished 5th place in Sofia and also got a gold medal from the European Cup in Berlin. And 2 silver, one from Zagreb and the other one is from Tbilisi. Both are Cadet European Cups. So that's pretty much it of the highlight, but of course you never know what's going to come along throughout the day. So to start with, we have mat number 1 and mat number 2. On mat number 1, under 55, under 40 kilogram category, and on mat number 2 it will be the under 50 and the under 44 kilogram categories. On mat 1, the first contest will be Lionel Schwander of Switzerland faces Andrea Grigorescu of Romania, and on mat 2 we start with Johan Lambert of France versus Valentino Krinic of Austria. I believe we are start with mat number 2 now. There we got Lambert in white and Krinic in blue. Players starting off with some Ashiwaza battle, being quite cautious on any actions right at the beginning. It's always hard to be the first fight of the day, especially at such an event as a Youth Olympic Festival. There was a right-sided drop to Naga attempt from Lambert. Lovely to Menaga. Again, is the French fighter. He carried on into Jujigatame. It's the penalty for Krinic. He's now opening up a little bit more and throwing an attack on the right side. There's no score. Lambert is just literally tripped over on the mat. And that's again Krinic, who's trying to throw his opponent on the right side. Does work a lot with both, with his hands and his feet. The only thing that Lambert is not actually moving. He's looking busy and he's keeping the contest busy and himself, but Lambert is actually not moving. Lovely also to carry from the French fighter who carries on in Nevaza. But Krinic managed to turn out of the Osai Komiwaza. And that is Lambert working in Nevaza. But that throw allowed him to lead by Wasabi. Right side did drop more at Asanaga, is what Krinic was trying to do. Lambert blocked it off and was going to go for Shimewaza until the referee stopped it. Just for the point of interest, the judo competition is taking place at the Judo Academy, where actually the national team trains, mainly the cadets and juniors. The senior top team trains in a different location. In the meantime, that was again Krinic was trying to attack. It didn't look promising, so the referee gave him a second penalty. That's again Lambert trying to let some time pass in Nevaza. And there is another great Nevaza action from Lambert, greatly executed turnover, which then allowed the referee to call on Osai Komiwaza. Just 20 seconds what Lambert needs. And he's got that. He managed to hold down Valentino Krinic for 20 seconds. So that would be Johan Lambert of France, who is going to face number 1 seeded Biagio De Angelo of Italy. Coming up next on match 1, we'll have David Wopat of the Czech Republic facing Ibrahim Bayramli of Azerbaijan. So here we are with Wopat in white and Bayramli in blue. Wopat throws his left arm right on the top, taking a dominant grip. Very quickly into the contest, Bayramli picks up the first penalty. Lovely drop Tsunage on the right side from Wopat. But good escape from Bayramli. Still Wopat, who seems to have a more dominant grip, doesn't bother Bayramli. Does now. That was a bit of a danger there for Wopat. He threw his left arm on as before, but Bayramli knew that was going to come. He decided to hook on for a Kosotogake and sort of bear hug him. But another good escape from Wopat as well. So we had 2 big actions so far. That's a pity for the Czech Republic player. He threw himself into a left-sided Ouchigari when Bayramli stepped out and just countered him by a Sasai Tsuri Komiyashi. That was a Yuko score. Worth of a turn. Another lovely throw. That's a Wazari now. So it's a Wazari and Yuko lead for Bayramli. Considering how dominated Wopat started the contest, looking at this now, Bayramli was probably just warming up at the beginning, and he thought, now this is the time to do some judo here. That was a Ouchigari attempt on the right side, which got blocked by Bayramli again, and carries on in Nevaza. Another attempt on the left side this time. A minute left of this contest. Another right-sided drop Tsunage from Wopat, which Bayramli was trying to counter him. He stuck in, stayed in. The coach was claiming Wazari, which of course wasn't, because there was no control over that counter. And Wopat managed to hold down by Rami as Bailami was countering Wopat. His shoulder left behind. His shoulder left behind, and that was enough for Wopat to grab his upper body and held him down for Ippon. Baramis must be disappointed now. He was controlling the fight, leading the contest, and just because of a slight error, leaving his shoulder behind, which he's actually got stuck in, he's now going to have to bow off the mat for today. Well, we will see. We got double repechage system here. We'll see how far Wopat can take Barami, but on the other side, it's really a great performance from David Wopat of peeking on that arm behind and thought of, right, I'm gonna just hold him down quickly. That's another way of winning. Sometimes some players can panic in this situation, but Wopat handled it really well. And instead of panicking and thinking I'm gonna have to throw for Ippon, he thought, right, there is an opportunity here, I'm just gonna hold it. And he did hold it for 10. Right, coming up next we have Henry Wakes of Great Britain facing Todor Atanasov of Bulgaria. That will be Wakes in white and Atanasov in blue. That's still the under 50 kilogram category, where we have the total number of 15 judokas. Double sleeve from the British player. It's important to know or to note that Wakes is good in Navaza, so no wonder he was trying to secure an arm lock there. Now back to the double sleeve. As Wakes was trying to do a Shimewaza and ended up getting thrown by the Bulgarian, getting countered by the Bulgarian opponent. British fighter still has time to overturn the scores on the board. The top right-sided grip now. Both players. Another Shimewaza attempt, Ashiwaza attempt. Flying armbar. Wakes does look confident in Navaza, and I believe that's what he's going to try to drill for the remaining time of the contest. On the other hand, Atanasov doesn't look like really confident in Navaza, so that could be a favor for the British fighter. But first, he needs to get down his opponent to be able to do any sort of Navaza work. Under 2 minutes now. Atanasov is making sure that Wake's right arm is pinned down, which is a bit of a trouble for the British player. So he's trying to break it off. He needs to get that right arm over the top. There it is. The Bulgarian coach is claiming Vazari for a counter-attack, but what happened is that Wakes blocked the action, and that was a pause, and therefore, in theory, there is no score if there is a pause in between of the actions or in a transition situation. Let's change to the left side now. Try to turn in for an Uchimat on the left side. 40 seconds left to go. And it's Atanasov now. I don't generally believe he's doing much in the ground, but rather letting the time to go and pass by. Wakes back with the right top. Lovely attempt there again. Atanasov's balance well secured. That's 14 seconds left on the clock. Great work from both fighters. But not a great attitude from Atanasov. Especially not at the cadets. It's really, whatever age group is it's not really the attitude to display on the mat. But good work from both fighters. It will be Todor Atanasov going to go through to the next round. And he'll be facing David Vopat of the Czech Republic. It's not yet time to get too disappointed for Henry Wakes as well, because first he needs to wait and see how far Atanasov can take the lead in this competition, and then perhaps he can bounce back in the repechage system. But coming up next we have still the under 50 kilogram category. It's Vlad Luncan of Romania versus Zurab Khakniashvili of Georgia. So that's Luncan in white and Khakniashvili in blue. It was Luncan who got bronze medal in Sofia at the Cadet European Championships a couple of weeks ago. And there was another Georgian attended at the Cadet Europeans. So that was not Khakniashvili. It was Georgi Niazashvili actually, who was in the other 50 kilogram category in Bulgaria. And he claimed a silver medal. Now it's time for Kakniashvili to shine in front of the home crowd and probably parents and family members. Lovely Ouchigari switch back on the right side. Couldn't quite finish it for a score. Great battle between all these two. Both shows that they mean business here and they're really wanting to win. Top left arm, Lunkan throw his top left arm over the top, and then Kakniashvili decided to get hold of it and drop down for a soda attack. And as he was turning in, half of the crowd just jumped up and moved him, almost like moved with him. Kakniashvili, in fact, does need either a score or putting pressure on Lunkan to get a shido or so, because he's actually not the one who is leading. No wonder of the tension in the crowd. Another Ouchigari attempt. That's about the 5th time Kakniashvili hooks in for Ouchigari, and he does it quite well, but for somehow it's not secured enough on the top for him to score. What he managed to do is now balance up the scoreboard, so shidos each is what we got on display. Lunkan seems to be quite explosive. Not that Kakniashvili isn't. Second penalty has been given to Lunkan, which completely changed the situation of where we started. And just as I said that, Lunkan managed to counter Kakniashvili. And not only countering, but holding him down up to the point where he escapes. These Cadets players putting quite a show on today, I have to say. That's 10 seconds for Kakniashvili to make a change. And instead of Yuko, they're giving it Vasari. So all he has is basically 10 seconds for Ippon. A good defense from Lunkan. All he had to do with the long arms, just stick them in for defense. Unbelievable. It's only the fourth fight today and we got quite an excitement going on in the venue already. The 2 contests has been won in the towards the very end of the fight. Coming up next, we have Mark Shoka of Belarus facing Ioannis Oxitis of Greece. So that will be Shoka in white and Oxitis in blue. Just has to wait for the competitors to reach the area. That's a quick entry from the Greek player. Definitely not wasting time, throwing in an attack on the right side. Continues in Nevaza. That was going to be an Ochigari. It's quite far. There's not much going on in Nevaza. But the toppy tap, Shoka picks up the first penalty. That was a good switch again from the Greek player. So that was Shoka. Actually, that's the first attempt was from Oxidis for an Ochigari on the right side, which Shoka was going to counter and got stuck underneath his opponent for Osaikomi Vaza, and now he carries on. He managed to escape, Shoka managed to escape, but the Greek player is now trying to carry on with some sort of turnover. There's a Yuko lead for Oxidis. Slightly more than a minute and a half left to go now. It's a left-sided, a right-sided attack, but it was rather just for safety than to actually score. It's a bit of a danger there with the arm lock now. Shoka should have. Agditi's arm was almost completely ripped off when Shoka decided to just let it go back, so the Greek player has managed to grip back again. Shoka thought that this arm lock is not going to work, so he was changing to grab the leg to do a turnover, but I don't think he actually realized that the arm of his opponent was almost gone. Second penalty for Shoka. Left-sided domination from the Belarusian player. The coach got carried away a bit. Need to get a warning. There's 20 odd seconds left to go now. Still a equal lead for Axidis. Picking up his first penalties. Not really doing anything. He doesn't really need to. Under 10 seconds now. The second penalty he's got still. Five seconds. And it was Shoka thrown in the last bit of this contest, but it will be Ioannis Axidis of Greece who's going through to the next round. And he's going to face Vlad Luncan of Romania. He's got a big job ahead as his next contest. But for us, the next coming up is Steven Kilman of the Netherlands versus Paul Ronchi of Swiss. That will be Kilman in white and Ronchi in blue. Just for the information of our audience, we're going to have 2 rounds of the under 50 kilogram categories before we're switching on to the girls weight categories. So just bear with us and we're soon gonna move back. Back online now. I do apologize for this. We just had a slight power cut, so that shut us down immediately. But we're back online now, and we definitely will have Kilman and Ronchi coming on the mat. He's gonna fix all the electricity issues in the venue, and then we will continue the competition. But for now, we have some highlights going on from both mats to keep us going and entertained. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm not sure if our audience heard it, so we're gonna have 2 rounds of the under 50 kilogram category before we move on to the girls. In the meantime, mat 2 was carried on, and that was Carlino of Italy who won in the under 55 kilogram category. And I believe We're gonna pose in mat 2 as well, not only in mat 1. Pardon me, the other way around. It was mat 1 which carried on, but regardless of that, we now posed for a while on both tatamis. Until we are waiting to continue the competition, I'm just going to take you through on our weekly schedule. As we got different time schedules for each day. So today we started at 12 o'clock in local time, but for the next upcoming 3 days it will be 11 o'clock, so that's day 2, day 3 and day 4 will start at 11 o'clock local time. And the last day of the competition we move back with a 12 o'clock start. Tomorrow we will have the under 60, 66, 48 and that's all, 48 kilogram category. Then we'll have 73, 57 and 52. Day 4 will bring 63, 81, 70s, and day 5 will bring 90, sorry, and the over 90 and over 70 kilogram category. And now I'm just gonna check how long before we can carry on. So just received the information, we're going to continue the competition in 10 minutes. So just bear with us, we have to fix all the technical issues in the venue. Well, not us, but the organizers, and then we're going to be back on live, so 10 minutes, and we'll be back with our live action from Tbilisi. I do apologize for any inconvenience caused by the electricity issues in the venue. Hopefully we're going to start in 2 minutes. That is the plan. The athletes are walking in, so that's a good sign already. And we continue on mat number 2. And here we got Kierman of the Netherlands in white versus Ronchi of the Switzerland in blue. So here we are back in action. The crowd was jumping on the attempt from Kilman. It was a good right-sided drop Morata Sonaga. Both athletes are working on the right-sided drop Morata Sonaga, but this time Kierman decided to switch on the left. Ronchi had the opportunity to fix on a cycle with Vazar, but Kierman has managed to twist out of it. That's another right-sided Morata Sonaga attempt from Kierman. He couldn't quite finish it off. He keeps drilling these attacks. It's pressure from Ronchi on the edge. Of course, results Kierman picking up the first penalty. Right-sided drop Sonaga from Ronchi. Both athletes are trying to work on a drop series. They really have to move their opponent out of balance in order to secure that. Attack on the right, switching on the left is what Ronchi was trying to do. Second penalty for Kierman has been given. And now that's been balanced out with another penalty for Ronchi, which might have been, it just got withdrawn. It's still 2-1 on Shidos, and that's in favour of Ronchi. That's another right-sided Seonaga attempt. There it was again. Right-sided drop Morota Seonaga, which came on replied with another one. Neither of the attacks are dangerous for one or the other, but there's 30 seconds left on the scoreboard. And Keamon, in fact, not far from any changes. It's either a score or a shido which can lead him to take it away. We've seen it to be done before, 2 occasions, that an athlete won at the very last bit of the contest. Let's see if Keamon is planning to do the same. There's an Uchimata attempting to Sumigashi, but still no score, 5 seconds left. And good defense from Ronchi. That's the end of this contest, with Paul Ronchi of Switzerland taking the spot in the quarterfinals. And he will face the winner of the next contest, which is coming up, and that will be between Gor Hovsepian of Armenia versus Gitis Katilius of Lithuania. Coming up next, that's Hovsepian of Armenia in white and Katilius of Lithuania in blue. It was actually Gor Hovsepian who carried the flag at the opening ceremony for Armenia. But now it's time to focus for the action. Katilius got a good grip under the armpit, which is causing the trouble for Vopsian to actually turn in. A lovely Morota drop Senag on the right side. Couldn't drive it off, and now he moves into Nevaza. Good defense from Hovsepian, who just stood up with his opponent. Waiting for Lithuanian coach to leave the areas. He got warned by the referee. So now still a single Shido sitting on a scoreboard on the side of Katilius. He just left without a coach now. There's a Shimewaza attempt from Obzepian. You can't quite see whether it's on. But Katilius just signed that, listen, there's nothing going on, but of course it's hard to see for the referee. Katilius was hoping the referee will penalize Obzepian for stepping out of the contest area, but in fact both of them were sort of dancing outside. That's again Obzepian, who is trying to dominate in Nevaza. Shimewaza and Osaiko Mizuwaza is what he's trying to do at the same time. If he gets his leg out, that will be a bit of a danger for the Lithuanian player. But for now, he kept the leg secured quite well. That's a minute 30 to go. Again, a lovely turn from Katilius. He just cannot quite finish it off. A slight rotation with his upper body would actually help. Zapian was in a bit of a danger. Sangaku was up. Not much intention from Obzepian's side to actually score, but it's rather to just be on the safe side. This time he managed to drive Katilius through for a Yuko, and he carries on in Nevaza, trying to turn him in. He did manage for this time until the slight second, which allowed Katilius to escape. That's the end of the last contest in the first round of the under 50 kilogram category, where we have Gor Obzepian of Romania coming on out as the winner, and he's the one who's going to face Paul Ronchi of Switzerland. And as I mentioned earlier on, we are moving back on the top of the draw, and we're going to have 2 rounds of the under 50 kilogram category. So after this contest, we carry on with the same weight category. And with the quarter-final matchups. Here are some of the highlights of this contest. So coming up next, we have the second round, where the quarterfinals of the under 50 kilogram category, with Biagio D'Angelo of Italy versus Johan Lambert of France. Here we have D'Angelo in white and Lambert in blue. We haven't seen D'Angelo as yet, but he's the bronze medalist from Sofia. I've mentioned it earlier on. And this is his first contest as the number 1 seeded. But in the meantime, we switched number 2. Number 1, sorry. We switched to mat number 1, where we have the under 55 kilogram category with the Ukrainian fighter, namely Samotuk, and he's up against his opponent from the Czech Republic, Tomáš Biňák. So far is a Vazari Yuko lead. For Samotuk. And the winner of this contest will be going through to the quarterfinals. Still slightly less than 2 minutes left. That's a great executive throw by Biňák, who bounces back with a Vazari, but still there's a Yuko difference in between. Having said that, he does have a time in his hand with 1:25 left. And if he keeps going in this pace, there will be more to come. And here is another Yuko score with an Uchimata Sumigayashi combination. So that was a quick comeback from Biňák. And that's a shame. The same throw he scored Vazari with, the left-sided Ogoshi, he got countered with it by Samotuk. So it will be Kirill Samotuk of Ukraine who is going through to the quarterfinals of the under 55 kilogram category, and he will be facing the winner of the next contest, which is between Temur Nozadze of Georgia and Ion Mikhailov of Moldova. And that's the last match in the round of 16s. So you can hear the crowd. He must be one of the favorites. He got a silver medal in the 2014 Athens European Championships for cadets. And he missed out on the podium place in Bulgaria. But here we are now, so that's Nozadze in white and Mikhailov in blue. That was a great entry from the Moldovan player. Just grabbed Nozadze's right arm and dropped underneath him. This time was Nozadze was trying to attack on the left. Both players are pretty explosive, so if one's gonna go, it's going to be big. It was a right-sided attempt from Nozadze, and Mikhailov almost countered him. It's a shido for each competitor. They don't really want to engage at the previous exchange. Lovely also to attempt from Nozadze on the right side, and he was trying to switch back on the left. The standing Soda. You can see the style of his grip. He's ready to turn on the left side if needed, of course. This time he managed to drive Mikhailov over. From our angle, it's a questionable yuko, but of course from that's 1-2 on penalties, and that's in favor of the Georgian. Forty seconds left to go, and that's Mikhailov who's gone for a right-sided Uchimata, drove Nozadze through for Wazari. And 9 seconds to go, to be exact, for Nozza to claim a win of this contest. With a panic sitting on his face now. Another lovely Uchimata attempt. The time is going to run out for Nozadze to score. He's going to have to now wait and see how far Mikhailov can take him further. I believe he will have to get into the semi-finals. or even to the finals before that. I can look back and see if he can settle for the repechage system. It was definitely a close matchup until Mikhailov pulled through that Vasari. Here is the highlight. Here we are back on mat number 2 now with Vopot of the Czech Republic versus Atanasov of Bulgaria. And that's the under 50 kilogram categories, quarterfinals now. Now, previous contest which we were following, that was the Italian guy, number 1 seeded D'Angelo, who was gone through to the semi-finals in this weight class, and now the winner of this contest will face him. So far it's a Vasari and a Yuko lead for Vopot, who, if we can remember, he won his first contest right towards the very end of the fight. But for now he managed to secure a more comfortable win here with the Vasari and Yuko against Atanasov. So we have the final lineup for the first semi-final, which will be Biagio D'Angelo of Italy facing David Vopot of the Czech Republic. Coming up next on the bottom half of the draw, we will have Vlad Luncan of Romania versus Ioannis Aktsidis of Greece. That's still the under 50 kilogram category. So that's Luncan in white and Aktsidis in blue. It's Luncan who won a bronze medal as well in the European Championships a couple of weeks ago, whilst Ioannis is quite new to the field. Luncan is trying to throw his right arm over the top. Aktsidis settles his left arm against his right shoulder, so it causing him a bit of a trouble to get the grip he needed. And this time it's the left side which Luncan goes for. Throwing in Sumigashiatan and carries on in Navasa. Looks to me the arm lock is quiet on the way. But great escape from Aktsidis. There's a single shido sitting on the scoreboard. And that's not in favor of our European bronze medalist at the moment. Back with that top left now. Slightly better executed Sumigashi. All the way for a Yuko score now. Even though it wasn't so secured, he still managed to drive it through with one arm. And that's the end of this contest now. From a Yuko lead, he managed to stun his opponent for Rippon to take the lead to go through to the second semi-final of the under 50 kilogram category. And he'll face the winner of the next contest, which will be Paul Ronchi of Switzerland versus Gor Obzepian of Armenia. We could be looking at the later on winner, or at least finalist, in Vlad Lunkan. It would be an interesting matchup between D'Angelo and Lunkan in the final. Both fighters are very skillful. Here we are with Paul Ronchi of the Switzerland versus Gor Obzepian of Armenia. That's Ronchi in white and Obzepian in blue. Ronchi settles in the grip first, seeking to throw in some sort of attacks on the right side. Obzepian is a head shorter, so we might be looking at such as Uchimata or an Ouchigari attempt there. It's quite a fire for that. Here's again, right-sided settled grip. That's not really ideal for Obzepian. If he hooks on Ronchi's long legs, all Ronchi has to do is turn around and lift them up. That was our attempt from Obzepian now. He picked up a Shido earlier on, so that's a lead for Ronchi now. We're still seeking to get the right hand over the top, and Obzepian knows that, so he is trying to get rid of that hand. She was an attempt from Ronchi. This time is a right-sided drop Sanage, what he's trying to score with. Obzepian has got really good base. Of course, he's a head shorter than Ronchi, and he's got a good base, so it will be difficult to get him out of balance with that sort of attacks. Good attempt from Hovsepian. Both battling for a grip, or for a more dominant grip. That's again Hovsepian throwing in an attack. Be better off staying still, standing, not still, but rather standing, in order to be able to throw Ronchi, because the minute he drops down, Ronchi's, as I said quite a few times now, he's much taller, so dropping down, it will only ease up Ronchi's situation. The top right-handed grip back on from the Swiss guy, putting pressure on Hovsepian at the edge of the mat. Now he drove him back. That's 48 seconds left to go. More pressure from Hovsepian there. We install this grip again. He has to get closer, slightly closer than before. And that's Hovsepian again, who dives in with less success this time. There he is again. Quite a poor attempt from the Romanian fighter. Slightly better on the left side with Dropsionage. And Ronchi at the very end dives in for the right side with Ouchigari. Didn't manage to score, but he managed to get a time pass by and win his quarter-final contest by a single Shido difference. So that's Paul Ronchi going through to the second semi-final of the under 50 kilogram category. Here's the last action from Ronchi with the right-sided Ouchigari attempt. And now we start with the first round of the under 44 kilogram category, which is actually already starting with the quarterfinals. So we got Laura Martinez Abelenda of Spain facing Georgina Ionita of Romania. So that would be Martinez in white and Ionita in blue. I was just looking at some information. Martinez has quite a few medals placed in already. Even she stepped up to a junior level and won a silver medal in La Corna at the European Cup. But for now, let's stick to the action of today's and her performance today. Lovely Kouchigake. Scores for Wazari right in the beginning of the contest. Been just settled down to a Yuko, but it looks still good. right-sided drop Senage from her. She definitely means business here. Now we've gone back to mat number 1, and here we have still the under 55 kilogram category. I do apologize for these random switches. At this event we are actually not, we are live streaming of course, but it's out of my hand and our team's hands what we are streaming. We are connected to the local TV channel, so I do apologize for this random switching, but it's not actually me who's switching it. It's the TV channel who decides what we are viewing, and then that decision was now to switch mat number 1. And here we have the quarterfinals between Luca Carlino and Karamat Husainov. That's Carlino of Italy in white and Husainov of Azerbaijan in blue. So far it's a equal lead for Husainov. There's a lovely Uchimata on the left side, but sadly the time just ran out, and either way, even if that Yuko would have been given or would have been on time, there was 2 Shido sitting on the scoreboard on the side of Carlino against 1 Shido on the side of Husainov, so either way it would be a win for Karamat Husainov of Azerbaijan, and he's taken the step towards the first part of the semi-finals. So that's our number 1 seeded. Bows off and settles for the repechage system. Coming up next, the second quarterfinal. That's Ugur Khan Zahir of Turkey versus Francisco Mendes of Portugal. So that's Zahir in white and Mendes in blue. Right-handed Uchimata attempt from Mendes. Sleeve was slightly missing. That would have been a big throw otherwise. The reverse Senaga is what now the Portuguese fighter was going to try and do. But Zahir is escaping well so far. Zahir picked up Shido. Of course, he was rather defending than attacking. It's Mendes who is throwing in attacks almost from every angle. Zahir dived in. Who is gonna go? No one. It was Zahir dived in with an underneath grip around the waist on the right side. Mendes was gonna counter that. And then Zahir went on to counter that attack. And the Turkish coach is claiming a Yuko for that, which he did get at the end. So that's a Yuko lead for Zahir. Gonna drive through the Uchimata, not yet again. His sleeve is quite far out. If Mendes pulls the sleeve in, that would be a real danger for Zahir. That's Ochigari again into Uchimata. Gets countered by Zahir. There's got to be a score somewhere there. And Zahir almost managed to hold down his opponent. Second Yuko has been given. No, it's been withdrawn. Upgraded to a Wazari. And Zahir just got a cramp now. Mendes was gonna go for a counter attack, which got countered by Zahir again, and that's Wazari, Yuko, and the Nippon at the end. So a full board win for Gurkhan Zahir. And he's the one to face Karamat Husainov of Azerbaijan. Coming up next, we have Toma Golomb of Israel facing Konstantin Simeonidis of Russia. That's if we stay on this mat. What a lovely counter by Zahir. And in fact, Mendes actually did hook on his leg. As you can see, it hooked on it. As he was hooking on his leg, on Zahir's leg, Zahir turned back, pinned back around. Standing for Nippon. So next on we have Golomb in white of Israel and Simeonidis of Russia in blue. Golomb missed out on a podium place in Sofia at the Cadet European Championships, and he finished 5th place. I'm sure he's aiming to change that around with a good performance today. That was an attack on the left side from Golomb, which got countered by Simeonidis. That's a Yuko lead for the Russian fighter now. Right-sided drop Senaga is what Simeonidis was trying to do. Seems to me that Golom is trying to now figure out where would it be better to get hold of his opponent. Simeonidis' trousers just got damaged, I believe, so he's gonna have to change that before he's coming back. Here's the replay of the counter attack. Golom's teammates are cheering for him. On mat 2 we still have the under 44 kilogram category. But as I mentioned earlier, I don't have the power over now to switch mats, so we're just gonna have to wait for Simeonidis to come back. You could see Lucy Decos just pass by, France London 2012 Olympic champion. But now we are back with action from the under 55 kilogram category as Simeonidis is back here, back on mat 1. Once again, Golom was trying to attack, but Simeonidis is so strong that he just stands there like a statue, and Golom almost just falls off him. This time Simeonidis drops down, picking up a penalty. Golom still has slightly less than 2 minutes to make a change. Second penalty for Simeonidis, who's rather turned into defensive mode. There was a standing Senaga on the right side, now his left side, Kochigari. And as he gone for the Kochigari, left his arm back. And Golom now is working on getting his arm. It's a shame, the arm was just straight out for Golom to take it away. Simonidis getting tired slightly. And that was a verve Yuko for Golomb, which takes him immediately to a lead as Simonidis got 2 penalties. Wait, the referee's just going to decide what exactly has happened. He is the Israeli team right at the edge of their seat. That's a Yuko each and 2 penalties. What we got here so far as we reach the last minute of this contest. Simonidis, who is under pressure, so he's trying to throw in the attacks from every way he can. And Golomb is trying to hold up on the winning situation he's claimed. Another attack from Simonidis. A block for Golomb, who then drops down. That might cost him a penalty. And if it does, then he's getting the edge. Getting to the edge of this contest in terms of who is going to go through to the semi-finals. That's the last 20 seconds we reach now. Once again, Simonidis on the left side. And he put in the last bit of the attack. The Russian player put in the last bit of the attack. At the end, that it's Tomer Golomb who claims the victory of this quarterfinal, and he'll be going for the semi-final, facing the winner of the next contest, which is yet to come. So coming up next is the last quarterfinal of the under 55 kilogram category, which will be between Kirill Samutog of Ukraine facing Ion Mikhailov of Moldova. And that's important for Temur Nozadze here, for the Moldovan fighter to win, because that will keep the home crowd interested. If it will be Mikhailov to win, then he takes Nozadze through to the repechage system. So we just have to wait and see now. He's got a big job ahead, as Samutog is quite demanding as well. So that's Samutog in white and Mikhailov in blue. Both players are quite cautious right at the beginning. first. It's a lead for Mikhailov by Vasari. Samutov initiated the attack. It was not tight enough, so he got countered. Good news for the Georgian fighter. I'm sure he's watching. A slight error from Samutov will not happen again. He throws his arm over across Mihailov's body, throws his long legs for no Chigari, scores Yuko, and I believe that's just the beginning. That was Mikhailov taking down Samutov with a poor attack, but Samutov used the opportunity to secure an Osaiko Vaza in the ground, which Mikhailov escaped off. And now the Ukrainian competitor carries on in a Vaza. Ukrainian coach just been asked to leave. So it's Samutov now all alone. Of course not alone only on the mat, but I'm sure his teammates, as you can see at the edge, they're all watching. Another lovely attack from Mikhailov. Looks like he's sort of woken up after the first contest. Minute 30 left for Samutov to change the display of the scoreboard, and that's again Mikhailov throwing in not a promising, but it's good enough attack to get Samutov down on the floor to avoid him attacking. Minute and 4 seconds left to be exact. It's a long way to go for both, for Mikhailov to keep it and for Samutov to score. Sadi drops a naga. Is what Mikhailov throwed in this time. Both players are quite tired, running out of breath. Of course, it's normal. And the Shido for Samutov. Samutov gone over the top. It did look like he almost just slipped. Whether Mikhailov's leg was inside or out, you can't tell from this angle, but it was clear that Samutov just literally slipped on the mat rather than getting thrown. Mikhailov is controlling the right arm of Samutov. Just enough just enough to avoid the Ukrainian opponent to come over the top, and the referee now asked them to tidy up the uniform, which means there will be a decision changing. What sort of decision, we're just going to have to wait and see. I'm not sure if they changed their mind regarding the throw, which did look like a slip, but I'm not in the right angle to tell whatever it was. And they have the tape to rewind, so it's more specific when it's a slow motion to look at it. Let's see what the decision is about. So that they did score that, and it was a tape on, so that will be Ion Mikhailov of Moldova is going through to the semi-final stage, and that's a good news for the Georgian Temur Nozadze, as he can bounce back in the repechage system. So our final lineup for the semi-final of the under 55 kilogram category is Karamat Husainov of Azerbaijan facing Ugur Kanzahir of Turkey. That's the top half of the draw, and the bottom half we have Tomer Golomb of Israel versus Ion Mikhailov of Moldova. What's coming next, I can't tell you. What I can see is a 5 minutes break on mat 1, but we have some actions on mat 2. Whether our cameraman is going to switch or not, I cannot quite tell you that. We just have to wait and see.
The winner of the repechage contest in white for Azerbaijan, Ibrahim Bayramli.
So we continue, I believe, with the repechage. That's right, that's now coming up, is the repechage on both mats. It's a slight break on mat 1, so we should carry on with mat 2, as we got a Georgian fighter on mat 2. Not quite sure what's happening, but I can tell you. There we are, right? So there we got Kakniashvili versus Aghzidis. Strong entry from Kakniashvili. Kakniashvili is back on with the top right-sided grip. A lovely switch from the Georgian fighter. Aghzidis was gonna go for some sort of Ashwaza attempt, and Kakniashvili decided to switch from a right-sided grip to the left to counter Aghzidis and scored for Vazari. also managed to hold down his opponent for quite a bit. And now he's working in the Vaza, which just got turned around, and is the Greek player now aiming for some sort of Nevaza execution. Good defense from Kakniashvili. That was a lead for Kakniashvili now. And we still have plenty of time with under 2 minutes.
Tatami 1. Next contest, repechage contest for boys under 55 kg. Boys welcome in white for Serbia, Nemanja. And blue for Italy, Luca.
Kakniashvili is back with the right top. Throwing in now right-sided Ochigari. Scores for Yuko. Got withdrawn. There's not really much control over the throw. I believe that caused to withdraw the extra score. Meantime, Kakniashvili done a nice turnover into Osaikomi Vaza, and Oxidis defended it by getting Kakniashvili's leg. So we reached the last minute of this contest. So 30 seconds left to go. Kakniashvili top right-handed grip is still there, and even though he's leading, he throws in. He's the one to throw in an attack, and Oxidis trying to get an arm lock on. But it's a great defense from the Georgian fighter, who then not only defended the arm lock but carried on with the action in the Vaza. 9 seconds to go exactly. It's a penalty for Kakniashvili. It's a happy time for our audience here as Zurab Kakniashvili goes through the second repechage, second round of the repechage, and he'll face the winner of the next contest. And he has to win that fight to be able to fight for bronze later on. So there's another challenge to go for Kakniashvili before he can settle for the final block. Coming up next, Steven Keelman of the Netherlands versus Gor Hovsepian of Armenia. Keelman dived in for Shimawaza. Question whether he can get him to tap out, and he did get him to tap out. So that was a quick win from Steven Keelman, who is going to face Zurab Kakniashvili in the second round of the repechage system. I think he needed that. He had quite a disappointment at the first round. That will be also an interesting fight between Kakniashvili and Keelman. So we come to the end of the preliminaries on mat 2. I believe that our final block will involve the semi-finals and the repechage system. So we're not going to have only the medal contest in the final block, but we're also going to have the semi-finals and the repechage finals or repechage matches. And then we follow it up with our medal contest, which won't be far. I think it will be 50 minutes just after we finish this fight on mat 1, where we have Milic in white of Serbia versus Carlino in blue of Italy. But as soon as I've got exact information, I'll make sure I let you know. But that's a Wazari and a Wazari Ipon for Carlino. That's the under 55 kilogram category. It was Carlino who was the number 1 seeded and got dropped down to the repechage system after losing out against Karamat Huzainov of Azerbaijan, but now he bounced back and he'll be fighting his way forward. Coming up next, we still have 3 repechage contests of the under 55. So coming up next, we have Otavio Razino of Great Britain versus Francisco Mendes of Portugal. That will be Razino in white and Mendes in blue. Mendes initiated an attack. And he does not only initiate attacks, but he scores. So that's a Wazari for Mendes, and straight gone through to an Osai Komibasa. And that's another win in the repechage, and he'll be facing, that's Francisco Mendes, who will be facing Luca Carlino. That will be also an exciting matchup. Coming up next, we have Patryk Loziak of Poland versus Konstantin Simeonidis of Russia. So that's Loziak in white and Simeonidis in blue. It's a great start from the Russian fighter. Loziak initiated a left-sided attack, which he got countered by his opponent all the way for a Yuko score. Russian player is trying to get Shimewaza on. He's really putting an effort in there, but also Loziak is putting an effort to defend it. This is really energy consuming when you're trying to put on either a Shimewaza or an arm lock, or such a work in Nevaza can really require a high percentage of your energy. Once again, Loziak going for a left-sided attack. The second Yuko, two Yuko on the side of Simeonidis. Simeonidis really dominating this contest. He's all over Loziak. Minute 20 to go. Loziak is seeking some decent grip or reasonable grip on the left side, but Simeonidis' long arm stuck in there isn't helping him. Looks fairly relaxed and confident. There is Luziak installed the left-sided grip now. Now the question whether we can use it. Switch to the right-sided with the drop Senaga. That's the answer to that. Simonidis gone also for Sevnaga, but he stayed standing, but neither of them managed to score with it. There's 30 seconds left to go now. Here we are with the last 10 seconds of this repechage contest. And it's 3 Yukos for Simonidis. And Loziak putting in the last effort. And the time has run out for him to take it any further. But it's not the end of it yet for the Russian fighter. That's Konstantin Simonidis, who will be going through to the next round of the repechage system. Coming up next is the last repechage contest in the under 50. Last for now, of course. After that, we will have more to come in the final block. But for now, that's the last one. Before a short break, is the under 55 kilogram category, and we have in white Temur Nozadze of Georgia versus Kirill Samotug of Ukraine. It's definitely a big job ahead of Nozadze, but let's not underestimate him. And let's see if we can keep the home crowd a bit excited for the rest of the day. So that's Nozadze in white and Samutog in blue. Quick entry from Samutog, Kosotogake, and Nozadze was trying to counter that, still no score. Good pressure and control from Nozadze on top right-sided grip. Resulted Samotug to pick up Ishido. It's a bit of a danger there. Samutug has got long legs, so definitely no for Nozadze to let him get engaged and get so closed. That's danger. Both them get engaged really closed. That's lovely. Also Togari managed to drive it through. I haven't seen any breaking point, any major breaking point in this action. So I'm waiting to see. The decision is no score. Nazadze has a good plan in terms of gripping. He knows Somatuk doesn't like to get his right hand being over control, and what a transition from Nazadze. Gone straight into Shimavaza, and I believe it was clearly seen on a screen of yours as well that could have been it for Samutok. Still long time to go. Over the top isn't gonna be good. Is the Uranage gonna work? It did work. You could see Nazadze was preparing for that. He knew that the minute he comes close enough, we've seen him picking it, but as I said before, it's kind of a 50-50 situation when you get so close to your opponent, and both can really throw. We've seen them in action before today, but what a great Uranage from the Georgian fighter, Temur Nazadze. So that will keep the home crowd entertained, as both of the players, they got two players on board today, that's Nazadze and Kakniashvili, and they both managed to get through to the repechage system. So let's hope we will see them waving off the podium at the end of the day. But for now, our preliminaries has ended. Here is the replay. A stunning throw, a really breathtaking throw, absolutely brilliant. Really effortless throw from Nazadze, I have to say. Right, for now what I can see is a 14 minutes 34 seconds exactly on the score on the boards. That means so we have approximately 15 minutes before we begin the final block, and remember it will include the semi-finals as well as the second repechage contest. So take a short break, grab a drink, and I will see you back soon. 15 minutes. It's bye for now.